to my cooking channel. This is Joey, and I like to cook. This is my first episode, so bear with me. I'm not really good at this. On today's episode, we're going to be making my favorite food, crispy pork belly. It's so good, you can eat it every day. First, let's prepare our pork belly. Shout out to my friends at Pacific Bay for packing everything so nicely. You can order it through them online. And they deliver right to your doorstep. So here we are, our defrosted pork belly. We're going to be preparing it now. So I cut it in two. I cut them into two pieces. So it's easier to prepare. So we take one and we simply slice slits at around maybe a ½ inch interval. Okay, like so. Okay, so we'll be cutting our slits. Not too deep, maybe about 1 inch, just enough to get to the fat layer. Here, we have our pork belly cut, but not too deep. Next, we will season it. We will season it with only 2 ingredients. Salt, maybe a teaspoon of salt. Oh yeah. Salt, here we go, salt. And maybe some brown sugar. What's happening there, lid? Okay, let's give it a good mix. Salt and the brown sugar. A bit more salt. Alright, give it a good mix. Then we invert. Don't need this knife anymore. Then we invert our pork belly and just rub it all over. Rub this marinade mixture. Give it a good rub. Yep, make sure it's coated. Even the sides. Even your sides. Alright, here we go, the sides. All sides. You want to keep the skin as dry as possible. So just the sides should be coated with your mixture of brown sugar and salt. Alright, here we go. Okay, before we prepare it, we have to make sure it's super dry. So we will wipe off any of the brown sugar salt mixture that has gone to our skin. Alright, making a mess. My wife will kill me. Okay, now for the skin, we'll just sprinkle some salt. Not too much, we want just skin to be too salted. After this, we'll be placing it in our Tupperware. Alright, here we have our pork bellies already prepared. There you go. I have 2 just in case, bitin ako sa isa or 1 ain't enough for me. So we have our pork bellies going into our ref. This will go here for 12 to 24 hours. Alright, 24 hours have gone by and now let's check on our pork bellies. Alright, so they're looking really good. So skin is super dry and all the moisture has gone down to the bottom. Now it's time to get them ready for the oven. Okay, now we have our cooking rack. And now we're going to place our pork belly on our rack. Make sure it's elevated so the oil drips down to this little pan. So now we have our pork belly. Now it's ready for the oven. Alright, now I preheated my oven to 250 degrees. Now to put the pork belly in. Now I'll check back on those bad boys after 2.5 hours. Okay, so our 2 hours and a half have gone by. Now let's check on our meat. Alright, so it's already dry and the inside is already cooked. Now the only thing left to do is to puff up the skin. Alright, now we have about maybe half a cup of oil. Just put enough oil to cover the skin of your pork belly. So now we're going to invert it. So invert and whoa! As you can see, our pork belly is super crispy. Alright, now it's time for the best part, eating our pork belly. Alright, so don't forget to include your favorite sauce, Mang Tomas. Let's try it. It's super crispy and juicy. A little bit of sauce. Mmm. Crunchy and soft. Super good. Best with rice. Alright, time for me to eat. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy!